One of the bitter ironies of life for the millions of slum dwellers in our world today is that despite humanity's progress, their greatest vulnerabilities stem from the lack of the most basic public services: access to water and sanitation. In Kenya, COVID-19 and its fallout exposes how the gaps in urban governance can exacerbate the social impact of threats facing the country. Challenges that may seem local and confined to low-income areas like Kibra and Kawangware often undermine broader development and even political stability. RHYCO Community Youth Organization, an initiative that targets to rehabilitate, reintegrate, and empower street youth and children living and working on the streets, in response to COVID-19 intervention, has been supporting vulnerable families in Kawangware and Kibra slums. And part of this program, we've been paying house rent for the elderly, the sick, the disabled, and the very vulnerable families in the community. In this particular case, like we're having today, we've been supporting a granny called Hannah, together with her grandson, and we've paid for her rent. And as you can see, she's old, and most of these elderly people have been neglected in our communities and in our society. And so, as RHYCO, we've come in to bridge that gap, and at least to cushion their needs during this COVID-19 time. The elderly and sickly were not left out, as they paid 3 months' rent for them and people suffering from chronic illnesses. With foodstuffs, distribution of clean water, reusable masks, and dignity packs to the targeted informal settlements since June 2020. So far, they've provided food vouchers to over 600 families for 3 months. Thanks to science-based technology company 3M, who has joined with non-profit organization United Way Worldwide to support this relief project, Okoa Mtaa. People in low-income areas like Kibra and Kawangware have been struggling to make ends meet. Many are missing meals, have lost work, and say that the cost of living has gone up.
Prepared, surely. You are not prepared that. So, in case ningekuwa prepared, ningesema wacha niweke kwa akiba hivi, but ilinipata off guard. I had nothing at that time. Nikakaa, after sometimes nilipigiwa na buba. Kaniambia, Nancy, are you in the house? I'm coming. Naambia kuja. Although sikujua buba ni nani, but ni kama ilikuwa tu ni Mungu amemtuma, na nashukuru sana. Kufika kaniambia sisi ni wenye tunasaidia wenye wana shida ya kulipa rent. Na akaniuliza landlord wako ni nani? Nikamwambia landlord wangu alikuwa Mudhiora, but for now amenifukuza, niko kwa shule. Akaniambia, oh, I'm sorry, but kuna vile nitakusaidia. After sometimes ndo wakakuja, and the others wakakuja wakanilipia nyumba. Nilishukuru sana. Nikasema Mungu asante. Sasa niko kwa nyumba, nilitoka kwa class, nilihama fast.
To support the girl child, they supplied sanitary towels and soaps to adolescents and young mothers during the mentorship programs that were addressing the rise of teenage pregnancies and early marriages among the girls of school-going age that came as a result of the school closing during the pandemic. As a community sensitization exercise, RHYCO did wall murals across the community that was used to educate the communities on COVID-19 preventive measures. They're offering psychosocial support to people suffering from mental health due to COVID-19 pandemic. They're in the process of establishing a resource center that will enable children access e-learning and other educational support. The project is running until December 2020. RHYCO always aspired to be part of the solution to the current water scarcity, lack of good hygiene and sanitation in the community. As part of COVID-19 preventive measure, they're planning to set up a borehole which will give adequate supply of water to Real Hope projects and sell to the nearby communities at an affordable price. The other idea is to build a sanitation block to be used by the larger community at a reasonable cost. This project will in the long run contribute to the sustainability of RHYCO initiatives and at the same time will help address the needs of the larger communities. The project is implemented in partnership with United Way Worldwide Grant on behalf of the generosity of 3M, which covered 6 sub-locations in Kawangware and Kibra slums, namely Yatina, Kabiro, Ruruta, Kawangware, Sarangombe and Lindi sub-locations.